Right, hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Today I have a lovely couple with me. I have with me Korkor and Moe. Now, I'm just going to tell you very quickly. Korkor is from the States and Moe is a true Ghanaian. But I'm not going to go into why I'm doing this because that's a whole nother show by itself, okay? But anyway, so I've decided to interview these two guys because I think your situation is quite unique. I love what you guys are doing. And you guys have been married for how long?
About a year.
About a year. Nice, okay. You got married in Ghana?
Right. We did the traditional in Ghana and the white wedding in the States.
Okay, okay. So if you can explain to everyone what your situation is. Do you live in Ghana?
No, I don't.
Yeah?
No,
So where do you live?
I live in Maryland.
Okay. Both of you?
We both live in Maryland.
Now we both live in Maryland.
Okay.
But before we got married, he lived here and I lived in Maryland.
Okay. So what's stopping you from coming to Ghana?
Well, the biggest one is I'm still back in school.
Okay.
So that's that. And I'm not quite convinced yet. Well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
You know, I'm getting there. I'm trying to deal with the, the saw, the roads, the escalator prices and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Just, I don't know, I'm just trying to, just deal with it. So, yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mo? How do you find comparing the States to Ghana? Which do you prefer?
Still prefer here.
You prefer here?
Yeah.
Okay. What don't you like about the States?
Well, I think the laws are too rigid, and Ghana is you're more like carefree. That you're like a little passive. Yeah, you go to go around your daily stuff without looking at your back, your shoulders.
Yeah.
I mean, the States, the cops is all over the place, and you always have to look at your back to see if you're not being like monitored or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. You see, so okay, well, we'll say this: there's the pros and cons of living in Ghana and living in the States.
Yeah,
you can't, so what we're trying to do is have the best of both worlds. Down the line, pretty. This is something we just recently discussed. So very soon we'll be trying to live in both countries.
Oh, really?
Because he really doesn't like it in the States. And actually, I do enjoy, coming to Ghana.
So what is really, apart from Dumso, I mean, it's got better. You have to admit, it's got better. We're not doing 24 hours off, 12 hours on anymore.
That's true. Well, so because we recently got married, we still kind of, have to develop certain things first. We don't have kids yet, and the plan is to all have our kids in the States. There's more benefits, when you have your children as American citizens. Then he has a stable job. I don't.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm still working on my degree, my master's, and if I can find a good job in Ghana, I would not hesitate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
I would move right away in a heartbeat if I could find a good job. I mean, and I do like the fact that the dollar's way more than cedis.
I mean, we all like that.
It's just a little. Currency is unstable, but I'm sure down the line it'll be something that I'll learn to deal with. But right now, I like my dollars. I like my dollars that you can change it into cedis and you get plenty more. So.
Okay.
Well, like she keeps complaining us stuff here way more expensive than the States. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I think.
What do you think is more expensive?
Well, I think imported stuff are really expensive here. Now, in
terms of food or products?
In terms of food, products, like clothing, shelter, everything like this.
If you want quality stuff, you don't have to pay a lot for it.
Yeah.
Versus if I was in the States, even though it's not your own, and you can pay with a credit card, you can still pay for it. But here, everything is straight cash. So
that's one thing I think for us when we also came to Ghana. It was those initial bulk purchases, like we're gonna rent somewhere 1 year, 2 years in advance, get your car. There's not really a credit facility here, so definitely those are definitely hurdles that you've got to try and work out how you're gonna get over. But for me personally, I think anyway. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to step on what you're saying, but for me, I feel like there's more pros in Ghana in terms of what you can achieve.
that's true.
I feel like being in the States or in the UK, you're much more limited in what you want to do. Like if you've got an idea and you want to see it birth, this is kind of the place to do it. So although there are some things that can obstruct, you know, there's you're more likely to have it happen here than abroad, you know. But obviously abroad, you've got, like you say, you've got the dollar, you've got the pounds, you know, they're weighty and those things help you. But
taxes are just too much.
Right.
Yeah, we complain about bills and taxes. Yeah, I mean, she makes more than me back in the States, but I'm able to save more than her because she's always paying bills. You know? Everything goes back to the government. It's like you're making money, but you're not stealing the money. That's it.
Yeah. It's very true, actually, because we used to make more in the UK than here, but actually here we're more financially free than we were in the UK. It's crazy, isn't it? How that happens, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree with you with the whole China, you know, when you have ideas, you know, how much, you know, being in Ghana can help you a lot more. And, you know, that's like I said, that's one of our things. Like, we've been sitting there trying to brainstorm and figure out what type of things or what type of investment we can make in Ghana. So, and I honestly think once you can get that investment and settle in Ghana, you don't have to worry. But until then, I still think, you know, just a wise decision is to, you know, try to maintain both the States and Ghana. But yeah,
so you're more likely, you're basically saying that you'd rather stay in the States for now just because of the currency. Is that the main thing holding you back?
Not okay. Well, the convenience, yeah. And like I said, currency and the fact that that's where I make my money. And I think, you know, to start an investment, we need a lot of capital. I'd rather, you know, work over in the States, save up, and then bring it to Ghana and do what I got to do here, versus just coming to Ghana, not having a real capital, you know, getting loans in Ghana with the 30% interest rate. So that's why I think, you know, I think a lot of the things that are holding us back is because we're young. Well, yeah, we're young and we're newlyweds, so we're still trying to build our account, trying to build ourselves, trying to figure out ourselves. So, you know, our 5-year plan is, you know, God willing, move to Ghana. So I remember it was a 10-year plan, and now it's coming down. So, you know, whatever opportunities comes our way, we'll just take it, and it might be a 2-year plan. So we'll see.
So you're kind of open, basically.
I am very much open. So if somebody is willing to drop down some money so we can invest in something, I'm moving. I'm moving with no problem. That's it. Like, you gotta plan ahead. You gotta be wise with the decisions you make. Ghana is lovely. It's warm all the time. It's free. You know, forget the driving. I've learned to drive in Ghana, so that was one of my other issues. I've learned to drive in Ghana, so that's off my list. You know, and we've talked about ways to even deal with the visa issue. So it's starting to make sense that Ghana is more free, and I don't have to feel like somebody's discriminating against me. I don't feel like, you know, I'm gonna get shot the next day. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm comfortable.
True, these are reality. So
so Ghana is definitely, you know, most people that knew me would say, hey, that was never her, but now it's starting to make sense.
So how did you guys manage before when you were living between the two? Well, what were you doing? Were you doing like 3 months, 6 months at a time?
Oh my gosh.
How was that?
Okay, so we've been together for 2 years, been married for 1. So between those 2 years, I've been to Ghana 7 times.
7 times. Oh my gosh, you might as well live it.
So, 7 times.
She loved Ghana.
She missed you, eh?
Well, now you know how it works. Like, you would have, well, it wasn't me. You would have came up too if they gave visa that easy. It was easier for me to come there than my work. Like, he worked Monday through Friday. I work 3 days a week, and I can still manipulate my schedule around to be here 7 days or 10 days or 2 weeks, whatever. So, because of my work schedule and the flexibility, I was able to come more often. So I mean, it took a lot of money, but hey, we do anything for love, right? We do anything for love.
That's right.
So we made it work.
So you can't see yourself moving to the States, like, permanently?
No. I mean, Ghana's an emerging market. There's a lot of opportunities here. I mean, I want to be there to, take advantage of the opportunities that Ghana is. In Ghana, than be there and I'm not saying waste my life away, but I I'm gonna be more restricted there than if I'm here to take opportunity of all the agriculture, the oil, the land, you know. So I think the long term goal is to move back.
Yeah. Okay.
I never thought I would move back, so it's kind of weird. It's so weird because, like I said, I grew up there. I moved to the States when I was 11. So for me, I had really erased everything about Ghana in my mind until I came down and I met him and got married. And now everything is starting to come back. It's starting to make sense.
So could you speak? Are you speak?
No, I'm Adam.
Okay. So what languages can you speak?
Adam. I speak Adam. I speak Ghana, but not well. I understand it completely. And Tree, I understand Tree. But my
really? Oh, come on, say something. Come on.
I'm speaking with him. I'm speaking in my whole life to get away.
Come on.
But I laugh at him when he speaks Ghana, so it's okay. It's a mutual issue.
Because I can't speak anything, so I've got no right to learn.
So,
I can speak only a tiny bit, I'm like,
you can make it
I have to mix it with the English and mash it together, but
Right. That's good though.
Okay, so that's good. So you might come back to Ghana.
It's a what 90% chance. I mean, to completely settle, it's a high chance.
So your main focus at the moment is to finish school,
right?
have your children in the
next
States.
year, and then I can have my children in this. I can just go.
Why not here?
Why not in Ghana?
Yeah.
You're right. I mean, I'm still working on trusting the healthcare system.
Yeah.
Well, it's cheaper here, but I still trust my Westerners. Okay, I'm gonna sell out with that, but I trust American because the birth rate here is still kind of high. I mean, the maternal death is still kind of high. That doesn't scare me, but still, I'd rather give birth in the States.
No.
That's a personal choice.
No, I'm kind of with you. I think if I was to get pregnant again, I might be tempted to go back and have the baby just because I'm not sure.
Skeptical about the health system.
Because even the most expensive hospitals here, they still have problems.
And guess what? You have insurance, so
we
they
have
told me
insurance.
that
Yeah.
the insurance doesn't work here, so everything is like cash system,
Well,
for us in UK, ours is free, NHS.
It is.
NHS,
Once you're a citizen, you just
that's it.
It doesn't work like that in the States. You gotta pay, so But
So, is there any advice that you give to someone who's perhaps in your situation, maybe a bit undecided about whether they want to stay in the States or move to Ghana? What would your thoughts be?
We probably have a different answer, but personally, I would. Okay, so this is my personal opinion. I feel like the West has come and taken all our resources, and everybody's quick to send their children to the States to do this and the third, and nobody's coming back to give back to our country. And we really need to make this place a home and develop our own, so we can call it our own.
That's right.
You're always I'm African this, I'm African that, but can I just be African? The only way we can do that is by coming back. And to be honest, I never thought about it, but just sit down, think about it, meditate on that, come back, give that to your country. This place will be thriving. Very soon we'll be past the West, and they'll be wanting to come here. But between us living in different countries and me trying to get him up to the States, it was so much, headache. Like, why are we running to the West when we have so much here? So we just need to sit down, plan well, and then just make this place a home again. It can be comfortable. We can stop them so we can do everything that the West has. We can have it all here if we work together. If everybody decides to come home.
It's about unity.
It's about unity, right? It's about working together.
You can create your own Western work here. There's a lot of stuff you can invest in. We can't invest in land. Try to buy land and build up here. Which a lot of Ghanaians have tried doing the same thing, but it didn't work because they trusted people to take care of their land and
stayed in the West. Never stayed here.
And they were disappointed, and you were so bitter that you don't really want to come back and continue again. I think what advice I'll give people is try and come back, invest. Probably if land you want to invest in, try and invest and start something. If you want to go back, you can always go back and come back again and continue. I don't think you have to really live here or put it all your land for something in the hands of somebody. you know, because you're going to be disappointed. Trust me. I mean, yeah, it's hard to trust people around here.
It is. It is.
Really hard. People will think they love you because, or they like you because, I mean, you're a family or something. I mean, you get disappointed. That's the gospel
But
truth.
that's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, in the States, too, like, family is what you call family. It's not, sometimes not even blood. But,
You get disappointed. Man. So I think investing in Africa, I mean, you can always choose to sell it or like reinvest in something else and call back your money and take it back to the States and, you know, put in something.
I do actually agree with you. If you're not ready to make that big move, it's good to like come for a bit and then go back and come for a bit until you familiarize with something and then you feel ready to come. Then you do it, yeah.
There are people that live in Ghana worth billions, millions.
I know.
And this started so small, and I'm like, I could totally do
Seriously,
that.
have you seen the amount of like Range Rovers that we have on the roads at the moment? I'm like,
I'm like,
yeah, and they own it outright. Let's just be clear, they own it outright, cash. They don't owe anybody. Like,
you can't own a car in the States.
No,
Well, you can own one, but but yeah. Anyway.
Okay, guys. Well, thanks so much for being on my channel today. It's really nice having lots of fun. He looks right to move that top. I'm like, damn, I should have put on another top.
Thank you.
I love the pink.
I like bright colors.
It's good. It's good. The sun's out. Why not? Eh?
Exactly right.
That's right.
But yeah,
All right.
Guys,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you.